Hello and welcome back to another episode of the No Fuck Podcast. Woo, 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 woo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. My culture appropriation is done. What up, buddy? What's going on? Happy Cinco de Mayo. What's going on, man?
I don't know what that means, but
You don't know what Cinco de Mayo is? It's an excuse. That's the wrong button. Well, that's for the stream, I guess. I hit the streaming button and not the record button. So,
got it.
yeah. Well,
Got it.
happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Shout outs to the Mexicans. I mean, it's a American white holiday, so. But shout outs to American white holidays for reasons to drink. Let's go. But what is up, everybody? I am Kyle, the Sixth Umbrella, and this is the Debbie Downer, the Grinch, Jay.
Debbie Downer.
You're just sitting over there, fucking negative energy.
I'm sorry. I'm watching my basketball team get fucking cooked. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm just not fucking out here rainbows and sunshine. Sorry.
Well, then you need some of this. You need some of this nice rainbow and sunshine jelly bean G Fuel right here.
No. What I need James Harden to know how to fucking make a basket.
Buddy, I don't know if you know this, but the Sixers don't get out of the second round of the playoffs, all right?
Yeah,
so,
I know.
That's been the going rate for the past, 10 years. So
that's another reason why I'm upset.
That going.
It's another reason I'm upset. It's just a little PTSD.
And it's a reason to be upset, but at the same time, it's to be expected.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's the same thing as the Cowboys losing in the first round of the playoffs. It's going to happen every time. 9 times out of 10, this is going to happen. What is going on with your hair? You all right over there? You got spiderwebs? You got cobwebs?
No, I was trying to get a fucking dog
fuzzy
hair, right? No, dog hair.
Caught the side of your eye, but then right.
Well, no, and then I
seen it one time. Now it's gone.
No, then I had 2 dreads that were stuck together at the tips. So that's what
the struggles of having hair, man. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I be realizing my hair be getting long and shit. I'm like, God damn, I'll do something.
Well, I mean, you're growing it for the both of us.
No, you got it on your face. You're just growing it on the wrong part of your skull.
Well, growing it on my face and also on my balls. So it's just the parts are getting older, Buck. Parts are getting older. But what's going on, buddy? How was your week? Great. That sounds amazing. That sounds so fucking eventful.
Yeah, I don't remember. It sounded all right, I guess. I honestly don't remember, so I guess it was a cool week. I don't remember.
It's an autopilot week, man. I feel like I go through that every week, man. Every week is just autopilot.
Oh, bro. Let me tell you about this grimy nigga in my gig, yo. So look, I only know this secondhand, so I wasn't there for this. But apparently one of the co-workers on second shift, right? So there's one nigga named Zach. He was sweeping up piles of trash and shit, you know what I mean? So he had a pile of dirt and debris that he's ready to scoop into the dustpan to pour into the trash can, right? Well,
go on.
One of our other coworkers notices a cough drop in the pile of trash and says, "Ooh, let me grab that joint real quick." Takes out the pile of trash.
Wait, was it in the wrapper?
I don't know.
That would have to be in the wrapper. There's no way we'll just pull up a cough drop that someone spit up on the floor. Because that's the only way that a cough drop gets up on the floor without its wrapper.
But even if it is in the wrapper, so we sweep up usually every day, right? So for you to find this fucking cough drop wherever you found it wasn't a good cough drop, bro. It wasn't like, oh damn, I just dropped this out of my pocket today and I was looking for it and I found it. Thank you for finding it. Oh, you just slept it up. No, this cough drop was out here for a while. Mind you, we had just fucking rearranged some shit too. So that joint was grimy. He said, my coworker said that joint was grimy.
Well, I mean, yeah, picking up a cough drop.
No, I mean the cough drop itself was grimy. It
wasn't like a Halls?
I mean, it might have been a fucking Hall. I don't know, but as far as the look of the cough drop, he said that shit was drawn.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it was covered in dust and dirt.
Yeah, that's fucking drawn.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah. Fuck. If niggas could just play fucking defense.
Well, yeah, I mean, my week's been a little wild.
Yeah.
Like Sunday. Did you know that if you have a panic attack, you can get paralysis? Like you can go fucking limp. Like
Yeah. Yeah, if it's severe enough. Yeah.
I didn't know this. So last week, I think I don't know. I think it was Saturday. So we're putting the baby to bed, or I'm putting the baby to bed, and then in our room folding clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, like, she's been having issues with her back,
Mm-hmm.
and haven't been able to breathe because she's got every time deep breath fucking hurts her back, right? So then she's folding clothes, doing some.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to not do that.
Sorry, bro. This nigga just literally got stomped on the court by Joel Embiid. This nigga just stomped his shit. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. So your girl got back problems.
Yeah. So then she starts leaning over, doing a bunch of
Damn.
bullshit, exerting energy. So then she starts having like a fucking panic attack, right? So
because her back hurt.
Well, because she can't get a full breath, she starts breathing like
Okay.
she's doing
I
shit,
get it.
being
Okay.
physical,
Get it.
and then can't get a full deep breath. It's been fucking.
Has the panic.
Yeah.
Got it.
Starts having a panic attack. Starts fucking wigging out, and then she's like, "Yo, can you go out to my car and go get my my
Inhaler?
blood pressure? No, it's not an inhaler. It's a blood monitor or whatever. It's a pulse monitor. If the words escaping me, but whatever. Everybody knows what it is. So then I come back in, and bro, she comes at me at like out towards the kitchen, bro. She's got hands like the dude from Scary Movie.
Oh,
like the fucking with the little hands, like fucking pterodactyl fucking missiles and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I can't move my thumbs. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean you can't move your thumbs? So then I have to go take her to the fucking hospital. Then, or like her thumbs they're giving them back a little bit of feeling or whatever. But then I have to take her to a hospital, go get it all checked out and shit. But I didn't know that was
go to an urgent care.
No, well, I mean, this is also 11 o'clock at night, so I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I mean, also the hospital is right up the street from me, versus the urgent care, which is like the other way. So
no, that's valid. Urgent care is closed by 11.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that was fucking new to me. I had no idea the fucking urgent cares, or I didn't no idea that you could
panic attacks.
I didn't think a panic attack could cause you just like, oh yeah, I'm just limp. My arm just doesn't work now. Like, what? That was fucking news to me. I mean, I have heard before of like people having panic attacks like in bed and then like they can't like move or get out of bed, but like I've never heard of like someone being like conscious and then like, yeah, my extremities just don't work anymore. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's news to me. So, but that's pretty fucking lit. That's something new today. New to learn, you know? Yo, how do you like the hat? You like the sombrero? Think it's fitting? Cinco de Mayo.
I mean, it's a hat.
This is an authentic Mexican sombrero. Also, on the topic of this said fucking hat.
Did you know? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, did I know what? You can hit me with it. I can go back to my story.
That panic attacks could lead to future heart attacks and strokes.
So get a life insurance policy now.
Yeah. Right. I mean, but definitely like try to get the panic attack on fucking, you know what I mean? Because like if you get to paralysis type of level shit, like that's like, you know, like stroke type of shit. Wow, like you lose paralysis on one side, like that's not
like that fucking great. What's it called? When you're fucking all limp, like you got Lyme's disease. Bell's palsy, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but yeah.
The thing that Bert's afraid of, waking up and his face don't move. Fucking shit like this.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just talking.
Right?
Not the same thing as a stroke. No.
Oh well, I mean, strokes. Your half your face don't work no more. You're not. So, yeah, life insurance need to be started looking at. All right, bet, got it. But anyways, back to the hat. So, funny story that I've known Tim for a very, very long time, right? So, elementary school, some say. So I think back in like I want to say fifth grade. Fifth grade, Tim let me know that him and his family were going down to the old Cancun, Mexico, right?
Oh wait, are you telling a story about how you got this hat?
No, this is not how I got this hat. This is how I could have had a hat like this fucking many moons ago.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what I'm telling you, long story short, is that I talked to my man Tim. He was going down to Mexico, down to the people. And I was like, yo, bro, can you do me a fucking solid? He said, yeah, sure. What do you need? I said, yo, buddy, can you grab me an authentic sombrero from the land of Mexico and bring that shit back for me? Said, yeah, bro, no problem. Guess what? This motherfucker had the audacity to come back to this fucking school without.
Wait, how old was he?
We were in 5th grade. So let's see, you got to be 5.
So you're expecting a 5th
11.
grade, an 11-year-old Tim to bring you back in a sombrero.
Yes.
Fam, I wouldn't trust a fucking 28-year-old Tim to bring me back a fucking sombrero.
Well, this is different time.
I know.
This is different strokes. These were different strokes, different folks.
No,
yes, it is.
Tim was Tim then.
This was the first time that I found out that Tim was not a man of his word and that he could never be trusted. Because he did not bring me back my sombrero. So then many years ago, I met a Mexican who frequently visits Mexico, and then I got said hat. So, and then I immediately took a picture of this hat and sent it to Tim and said, fuck you.
Yeah,
I got my hat.
Fucko.
Yeah, thank you for nothing, you son of a bitch. And then his comeback was like, I got you a winter hat in Costa Rica. He got me a beanie in Costa Rica. I'm like, who did you buy this from? Who was making winter hats, like beanie scullies, for Costa Ricans?
The Costa Ricans.
It don't get cold.
Yes,
it don't get cold there.
Yes, it does.
Not like it's gonna snow cold.
Well, no, but
maybe
it gets
like
cold for
60
them.
degrees.
But that's cold for them.
I don't think so.
100%.
I think they're a hardy people. I feel like they don't.
People?
Yeah, they're a hardy people.
What does hardy mean?
They can deal with the cold and the hot and the cold. Like
right,
they got like
hardened
skin. You know,
it's not like a beanie is a fucking winter hat. It's a beanie. Tim Pools wear beanies all the time. Like,
what is up with black people wearing beanies in the summertime?
I don't know. I've never seen a nigga wear a beanie, so I couldn't tell you. Never.
That's wild. Because every black guy that's worked in my job wears will wear a beanie well into the summertime.
No, I've never seen Chris, a nigga wear a beanie.
Who works in detail?
Wait, not true. Not true. Hold on. Where's your homie from?
Like out towards Westchester, down in town area.
Where's he originally from?
I can't say. I don't know his origin story, but I want to say he's out that way. No. But then, like, also the other guy, Lawrence, he was out that way too.
Oh, interesting.
So they were like Chester County area.
Never mind then. I do work with one nigga. He wears a beanie all the time. Well, honestly, all the time, but he at least worn a beanie ever since he's worked with me. But he's only worked here for like 3 months. So I mean, I guess it's still.
It has been a little cold though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I guess it's still like worthy of wearing a beanie, but like even on days where it was like 87, my man came in with a fucking.
Yeah, I'm talking about like it's straight 90 fucking degrees outside, and like my man's trotting around across the fucking parking lot with a Supreme beanie on. Okay, which I mean, if it's a Supreme beanie, okay. Like now, but like I always ask every time I see somebody in like over 80 degrees and they're wearing a fucking woolly on the head, I'm like, bro, aren't you hot in that joint?
You know what? You know what I've always thought. Now that I think about it, I do see niggas all the time like that. No, you know what I be thinking? I never thought about it though. But like, as far as like beanies versus whatever, I always thought niggas just had ski masks on, just rolled up. So just anytime it was go time, them niggas just roll that joint down.
I could understand that.
Time. That's what I always thought. Yeah, I never assumed it was a fucking beanie. I just always thought niggas had ski masks rolled up and just was ready to go.
Maybe it started like that, and they were like, "This is cool," but then they were like, "I'm not gonna wear the walled up joint because then it's gonna get too sweaty and smelly, so I'm gonna wear just a hat." I don't know.
Niggas wear fucking shiesties all during the summer now, so it don't matter.
Still, that joint, bro, a woolly
shiesties are fucking hot.
That's what I'm saying. Why y'all wearing these hot joints in the fucking summertime?
Because niggas try to conceal their shit and get busy. And the shiesties are cool because of shiesty. So
Yeah, but I feel like the Shicey's not like the same as the beanie.
No,
The
it's
beanie
worse.
is the beanie. Yeah, I mean, heat wise, yeah, it's probably worse, but like,
yeah.
I don't know. Just felt like it was fucking. I just thought it was a little wild. So, but also I came to you know what like randomly hit me today.
What happened?
So I know it's just probably a marketing thing and whatever, but so I was like, I was scrolling through the fucking never-ending fucking hole of fucking food Instagrams that you send me every day.
Fuck yeah.
So, but like something that crossed my mind while I was fucking watching all these, right?
Right.
So they will fucking you know when they're seasoning them whatever they're 90% of it's seafood. Jay sends me a bunch of Instagram seafood fucking making Instagram reels all the time or TikToks. So, but what I noticed is that like the people will always be like seasoning the fucking the shrimp and the salmon or whatever, the crab stuff. But it's always like, all right, we're gonna do salt, pepper, paprika, chili powder, onion powder, and then we're also gonna throw in some Danos or some Tony Chachere's.
Right.
Did you ever look on what is in that already?
No, because ideally I'm just keeping these around so that way like I have an idea of like what to make.
What to throw in there, or like you just talking about the recipe itself, or like
Just the recipe itself, just like, oh, I want to make this one day.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I totally get that.
So like,
also,
no, I haven't
like,
looked into any because
But like one thing, I was walking around shopping for seasonings and some shit, grabbed a couple of things. But like, I was noticing, I was like, yo, in all of these like rubs and names of other seasonings, all they are just the combination of all the seasons that you already put into this bowl.
Well,
So
yeah,
if you
that's
just
usually how it goes.
yeah, I understand that, but like, why not just add extra of what you've already added, like the salt, pepper, paprika, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, into the bowl instead of adding the marketing to the Tony Chachere's
Well,
or the
because that's
fucking
why.
Asian two step, which I probably understand. They're trying to get sponsored by Danos
that's
or
why.
we get their own fucking seasonings out there, which just seems like a fucking lit idea that we need to get into. We need a black and white seasoning, bro. Didn't we talk about this?
Yes, we have.
We have talked about the black and white fish fry.
Yes. Yep.
Coming to stores near you, we will have a black and white fish fry.
That's a
We're
fact.
Be on the shelves of Walmart. Everybody support. You heard it here first. Yeah. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you.
But yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, seasonings is where the money's at, bro. Yeah, that's like pink sauce, but people can't die.
I mean, people could die.
I don't think so. I don't think there's many things you could fuck up in seasonings unless you start putting like, oh, well, we put the fucking dust of the fugu fish in this bitch.
I don't know what that is.
That's a puffer fish. It's Japanese. It's the Japanese. They call it the fugu fish. It's the puffer fish. They're very poisonous. You have to be like a fucking super sushi chef to be able to.
I almost had a puffer fish.
You could have. You almost did, and then you could have made some sushi with them. And
nah, I wouldn't have done that.
You like sushi?
I love sushi. Don't want to eat puffer fish though. I'm good on that.
Why?
Just because I don't have enough trust in another human being to know what they're doing enough to not fuck that up and kill me.
What if you do it?
I don't. Oh, I'm a fucking retard. I have autism. I'm good. I'm fucking retarded. I'm definitely not doing it. I don't. So no. No.
I'm sure you could do a fucking couple YouTube videos.
I'm good. Super good.
Yeah, it does seem a little wild.
It's just not necessary.
So another thing that happened earlier this week was actually last Saturday. So I have an incident. Well, I have a problem here in the house right now that my fiberglass tub that is in my only tub that's in the house.
You trying to get rid of it?
The fiberglass tub?
Yeah.
It's not like a claw stand-up tub. You realize, right?
But it's a tub.
Yeah, it's cracked, which is the reason why it needs to be replaced. So yes, I am getting rid of it, but it probably will be cut up.
You can seal it though.
Well, I need to cut it up to get it out of the bathroom.
Why?
Because it's attached to the wall, and to get
that's
it out
not
of the
how
door,
it got in there though.
No, it got dropped through the ceiling to get in there because it's all one piece.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say next.
I'm not cutting the ceiling to get. this tub out that could get resealed and I could give to somebody. And I don't think anybody wants a 40-year-old fiberglass tub that's
I'll
now
take
been
a tub.
tapped with. Do you not have a tub?
No, we don't have a fucking tub.
No.
It's the
Well, I
one thing
mean-
I fucking requested when we were looking for a house and getting a house. It's the one ask I had. And that's how I know that men's opinions aren't shit. Because I couldn't even get the one thing I requested. Yeah.
Well, I feel for you, brother.
Yeah, I know. I hate
If you
my
want to
life.
remodel one of your
You know-
one of your rooms into a bathroom, and you can get we can put one of those claw cast iron gigantic tubs in it, I'm down. I'll help you out after I'm done this remodel. So
Yeah.
it shouldn't really be that
Oh,
hard.
you need stuff? You remodeling a bathroom?
I don't really need. I'm only doing the tub for right now.
Oh, all right.
So I don't really know exactly. I still have to have the designer, figure out her plan for the bathroom. So before I start doing other work.
Well, let me know.
But
if
back
you
to
need-
the fucking. Yeah, I'll keep you in mind and I'll ask you stuff what you got. But I had two
Not what
people
I
come
got, but
out.
my job got.
Yeah, the job. But I had two people come out because I wanted to. I wasn't 100% sure whether or not we could replace the tub like ourselves, not because of like hindrances like on like our ability. It was more because when I measured the tub, it was coming up with a weird number of 58.5 inches, and all the tubs that you see at like Home Depot, they're 60 inch by 30 inch. So they weren't. The math wasn't mathing.
So how you gonna get this tub, the new tub, in your crib?
See, this is the reason how I ended up cutting holes into the wall, so that way I can measure from stud to stud to then make sure that when I buy a new tub, it will fit. So
How you gonna get it through the door is what I'm saying.
the tub,
Yeah.
new tub systems are not one whole piece; they're separate pieces. So
Oh, get the fuck out.
yeah, 100%. So once I figure out how to do all this, which is pretty easy, it seems like it's probably. I mean, the drywall part's probably going to be the biggest bitch. So, but yeah, it's not super difficult. But I had two different companies come out, right?
Right.
I just wanted to to entertain the idea. How much would it be to have another person come out here and
Right.
we just replace the tub and the surround and like we'll add a little couple shelves, here in the corners and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just see how much do you think replacing a tub and putting up the surround thing in a bathroom would cost?
I don't know anything about tubs, bro. I'd probably say around 1,200.
Add another zero onto that.
What?
Yes.
What? Get the fuck out.
And the prices are going up this month.
What? No.
That's 10% off.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you can guess that when I heard that number, I showed them the door. So it was they both hit me with about $12,000 cost to just replace it. Mind you, you can go on Home Depot's website right now. Granted, this is Home Depot's website. It's Home Depot.
I mean, that's where they would get that shit from, probably.
Yeah, I mean, well, the other company makes their own or whatever.
Oh, okay.
They say they do. They do
Yeah.
like what you guys do pretty much at Endless. They build the fucking acrylic or whatever walls.
Okay.
All one piece, where we can bend it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Big fucking
nice.
spiel. So, but
it's a nice pool. I mean, a nice tub.
yeah, it's probably. I mean, it's not made by Endless, so it's probably shitty. But
probably better. But
I mean, anyways, it was just still the fact that like they wanted to charge me $12,000 when it's probably going to cost me about $2,000 or $3,000 to do it myself, and that'd probably be like redoing like, which is pretty much 80% of the bathroom work done. So probably then that's counting paint and then supplies with drywall and tub and tile and anything like that. So yeah, when I told me, it's going to cost you about $12,000 I was like, okay, well, it's got a lifetime warranty. I'm like, well,
Yeah, that's how they get
but
you.
like, if you move, then it doesn't transfer to the new owner.
No,
So
of
like, it's
course.
as soon as you sell this house, that lifetime warranty's up. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, lifetime warranty, my ass.
It also doesn't
So
go with you. Like you
yeah, I
can't
mean, at the
take
same,
that
yeah.
tub with you.
I mean, I guess I could. This is
I
you
don't.
got a lifetime warranty. You guys got to replace your own tub. I'm taking the refrigerator, the microwave, and the tub
Yeah, I mean, hell, I
for
believe
12
people
grand.
do
I
it.
better.
I mean, think about it. If you have a custom tub, you're either
Yeah,
A,
I mean, if
gonna
you
raise
have
the
like one of
price
those
of your fucking
if you have
sell
one of
house.
those like pieces of granite, like that big fucking rock that's just cut and like it's made into a tub, bro, those things themselves are like fucking 25 grand. So
Bro,
I'm bringing that.
when we
That's coming.
were house shopping, we saw a tub that was like built in the wall. In this it was a brick wall, but like the tub was built in the wall. It was fucking dope. But obviously we didn't get that house because I'm in a
No tub.
tubless house, right?
Yeah, tubless house. They were like, hey, how can we keep this man fucking depressed?
Pretty much.
Let's
Yeah,
just
pretty
let's just
fucking much.
just put him in this house with no tubs. The one thing that he wants to do, soak in some water and smoke a blunt. Yeah, we're not gonna let him do that.
Nope.
We're
I'm
gonna
never
put him
gonna
in a
be
house with
fucking
a
happy.
fucking leaky basement. We're gonna turn your basement into a tub.
Oh, bro, basement fucking under I don't know, probably like a foot of water total. Um, I guess from the rain and maybe a pipe. But
Oh,
that
God.
shit was crazy. I had to get a shop vac. Um, got to replace the whole basement. Got to replace the whole floor in the basement.
Did you figure out where the water's coming from or where it came from?
It's coming up. It's coming from underneath the floor.
Yeah, but your floor is just cement. Is it correct? There's
I mean,
flooring there?
no. So I mean, it is cement, but it's only like an inch, 2 inches thick of cement, and then part of my basement where the cement is no longer cement. It's just dirt from I guess erosion and whatever. Because that side of my basement, I guess I don't know. This is the first time we've been in the house with this much water, that it rained that much that quickly. I guess I don't fucking know. Also thinking there might be a stream or something underneath my house, the way the water rose so much, and to watch that shit recede, it seemed like a creek, water was just was lowering, and after I shot back everything and shit, shit would still be in this one spot, I can't really explain it, but it's in this ditch, and that shit was just going down on its own. It was that's fucking weird. That seemed like a stream type shit.
Either that or there's like a storm drain line that goes. Seems very weird that it would go underneath your house though. But it could be
Well,
some natural fucking sinkhole type shit.
Well, I was talking to my homie who's a plumber, and he was saying there's a lot of small streams and shit that run through PA, motherfuckers just don't know about. And I mean, ideally, unless you're in that field or just know, you wouldn't know. And I was like, bro, I had no idea. And he was telling me I should have known. I'm like, nigga, why the fuck would I care? Why the fuck would I know where streams are underneath motherfuckers' houses and where they run? I don't give a fuck. But you as a plumber, I get you run into that type of shit, I guess. So it very well could be. Plus, I'm next to John Hines. I very well could have a small something underneath the crib.
Was your house inspected before you guys bought it?
It was. But I don't know. I don't know if it wouldn't have passed inspection regardless. You know what I mean? I
Well,
don't
if there's
know.
no visual cracks in the foundation, it would probably pass that in of that way. But if there is a crack in your foundation, you might be able to sue your agent or not your agent, but the agent that's selling the house or
Yeah.
the inspector, because that's a big no-no, especially if the house was inspected by a home inspector.
Yeah, it was two of them.
for
We had to get it
Pennsylvania. So
inspected, and then the township fucking wanted to inspect it.
yeah, and if
So
neither one of them saw a crack in this foundation, which is why there's now a ton of water in your basement. I mean, if it's like a window or something like that, that'd be something different. But like, if there's a visible crack in your flooring, which was where all this water's coming from, then
well,
you
that's
might
the
be you
thing.
might
Like
be
we don't necessarily know where it's coming from, other than like I thought it was a pipe. Because there it like where I first thought there was water coming from, like ever in my basement, like way before the storm shit, I thought it was this pipe. So like we thought like, all right, we're going to get these pipes replaced at one point, right? Fine, whatever, no problem. But then, like I said, we never had this much rain. I mean, we never had this type of water in our fucking basement ever. But it only ever happened after the past couple days
the
of
big
heavy rain.
fucking heavy raining.
So that's where it's like, all right, if you were to see, like, even when we saw the spot in the basement that we knew was just dirt, we're like, all right, whatever. Like, it doesn't seem like a problem to me. All right, so what? There's tiny cracks on like the concrete floor. This floor is not thick, so like, all right, whatever. Not a necessarily a foundational problem. It's just a floor. Like if you
Yeah, I
look
mean
from the
that's not so.
outside,
Yeah, but it's not supposed to seem like a problem to you. But
it,
like the person that's job it is to make sure that the house is like safe and fucking foundationally strong. It's their job to make sure that this shit's fucking right. So
I mean, it
if you got
seems
water coming
foundationally
up,
strong, but you
yeah, but
wouldn't
it's
know
different.
that there's water coming. Like we didn't know there's water coming up until this fucking storm. Like we would have never thought, oh, water's coming up from underneath our house. There was never an inclination of that ever. That's where like, oh, like this
Yeah,
is
I don't know.
fucking
I'll have to look
wild.
into it a little bit though. But I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know. I feel like if your house has a fucking foundational crack, then they weren't supposed to be able to sell you that house in the condition that it is. So I mean, it'd still be your house, but like you'd be entitled to fucking at least have the old owner come back out and fucking fix it or pay to fix it. So, and then I mean, you could still, I don't know, if you do it yourself, you could probably pocket the money of having it repaired, have an estimate come out and have
I
it
mean,
paid.
either way,
'Cause
it
that's
just
why
would.
the homeowner's insurance is for.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be covered by homeowners insurance.
So
So I mean,
that's fucking wild, man.
yeah, it's definitely wild. So we're gonna replace the floor this upcoming weekend, or I guess next weekend.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I'm free or not. So I'm not 100% sure. I know tomorrow I'm not. I'm not free tomorrow. So
Oh, I'm talking about next weekend, like Mother's Day
I know, but
weekend.
you asked me this weekend.
No, I asked you about Mother's Day weekend. That was the weekend that I was talking about.
Well, you didn't state that. You just said,
Okay.
"Yo, you free Saturday."
Oh.
Of
Oh
course,
yeah.
I'm gonna think this
I meant
Saturday.
next. Yeah, no, my fault. I meant next Saturday. I thought I put next Saturday.
If I'm free, I mean, I guess I can come over and lend you these fucking guns. You know, I'll put on my sombrero. You just pay me in a case of modelos.
Modelos.
Modelo.
You
For
don't
the
want
spirit
Corona?
of Cinco de Mayo.
I can get you some Bud Light for free.
No, absolutely not. Where are you getting
Sure.
free Bud Light? You trans?
Sure. They're fucking
Getting-
handing. They're handing that
fucking
shit
handing
out.
that shit to you? You even get
Can't-
cases delivered to
They
your crib?
can't. They can't get it off the shelves.
Well, I mean, how many people were drinking that shit before, anyways?
I don't know enough.
Exactly.
What do you
That
mean?
shit's gross. Shit's gross.
Enough people were drinking it to where it's a problem.
You think that throws a fucking shade on the Eagles fucking parade since they had Bud Light fucking give out fucking free beers? You think this was all part of their plan?
No.
I mean, I'm sure it's not, but like, I feel like it kind of does. Like, damn, bro, y'all had that parade and had all that gay tranny beer fucking floating around.
But it wasn't gay tranny beer at the time.
No, not at the time, but I mean, now it is. Now it's always gonna be remembered at.
I don't think we always remember that.
So, did you hear that The Rock is in a $3 billion lawsuit?
Like, is he suing or is he getting sued?
He's getting sued. So there was this wrestler. I forget what her fucking name is. Hold on, let me look it up. Let
It's
me
a
like
chick.
find out some of these details. Yeah, it's a chick.
Oh, okay. What did he fuck?
No, like, oh, bro, this rabbit hole goes deep. Bank of America's in it. Fucking Home Depot's in it.
What?
Yeah, this shit is wild. Hold on.
Damn, dog, this chick might be a fucking billionaire. I need that kind of bread.
Ba, 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 ba.
It'd still be going to
The
fucking
Rock.
Walmart.
It's a kidnapping lawsuit at this. So, also, there's another guy. The fuck, Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit is also named in
Really?
this. Chris Benoit has been dead
For years.
for like 20 years.
No, not that long, but yeah.
It's like 50. It's like 10 to 15.
It's long.
Yeah, he's been in the grave for long. He's a skeleton right now, but he's also been named in this lawsuit. So what happened is that the FBI has been named. A bunch of police departments have been named.
Damn, dog, it is almost 20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Time flies when you're having fun. So, but apparently, maybe I can figure out this bitch's name. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to figure it out.
I mean,
what the fuck's this bitch's name?
Does it seem plausible?
I think it's a clear suit of mental illness. It's definitely fucking wild, bro. She named Home Depot, bro. She's saying that like Home Depot is conspiring to kidnap her and her children. That's what this $3 billion lawsuit is. And she's also floated the funds to then start handing out subpoenas for these people. Someone that owns Chris Benoit's estate is going to get a fucking summons for Chris Benoit in the mail.
Yeah.
Triple H. She dated Triple H. This lady. She was a professional wrestler for a while, and she's had a string of real bad luck over the past like fucking 15, 20 years probably. I'm just guessing due to the Chris Benoit. The state of Texas is also named in this lawsuit. The El Paso Child Services, Las Cruz, New Mexico Police Department, the NYPD, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, New York ACS, Omega Psi Pi Fraternity Inc., the Shirley Police Department, Sigma Phi Epsilon, Suffolk County, New York, Bank of America, Home Depot, and FBI have all been named in this debacle that's going on. So, but this should be interesting. It should definitely be interesting to see where this goes.
Well, so it's already moved forward at least one legal stage to get to like this stage. So like it immediately wasn't thrown out, which means there's something here, at least enough to be like, hey, well, we want to hear a little bit more about this.
Either that or she's throwing enough money at it that it was like the lawyers are like, she's like, yeah, I want to do this, and the lawyers are like, I don't know, but yeah, we might be able to have a case here. You might be able to settle on something. But the thing,
because the thing would be like, it's not about the money. It would just be legality. Like the lawyers that would be for Disney and The Rock and everybody would just file a legal fine. Like, we want this dismissed. We want this. Like, she has bullshit here, and the judge would be like, "Hey, you're right. Legally, this is fuck shit, and this is done." So it's not about money. It just legally, there's something here, like enough to where they couldn't dismiss it right away.
But do you think that like the recent like outed fuck you, but don't you think like cases like the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, or like the Gwyneth Paltrow versus fucking crazy old man fucking protecting the children from going to Epstein Island case, like, don't you think like you not hear that?
I didn't know about all that part,
bro. You gotta see that clip. This crazy ass guy, he's like, hey, what do you think you're gonna get out of you suing Miss Paltrow here? He's like, well, we can't be letting these big stars get out here and hurt people, and I have to do this. I have to do this to protect the children. Children are going to the island, and yeah, it's pretty wild,
my man.
So he's trying. I mean, he's been dead for a while, but someone might be
allegedly.
I'm pretty sure they have a body. But
have you seen the body? Come on, you're not about to
Yeah, I
tell me
guess
that
so. I
that
guess so.
about the body that the government has produced. Don't do that.
The
That's
body that
crazy.
Hillary put in the ground.
Yeah,
So do you think that like do you think Epstein is sitting in like a
I don't
Hillary
know.
Clinton and Bill's basement, like tied to a chair with like battery terminals, like fucking jumper cabled to his nuts?
I don't.
He's been sitting down there for the past like 4 years. How
I
long has
don't.
Epstein been dead?
Allegedly, I'd say what 3 years.
Isn't that crazy how that like kind of just went away? Like Ghislaine went to jail, maybe, and then it's just just gone
Well,
out of the
yeah, I
mind.
mean, that's why even more. It's like, oh, Epstein could be a lot like you let Ghislaine go down. I mean, she didn't even get hit with like the hardest of charges.
Yeah, and then like a list of fucking people never got fucking
Right.
brought up.
So like you could argue that Epstein is alive and he's just so fucking powerful that they just got him up out of there and he's chilling doing his fucking thing.
So then they just moved in a fucking strangled body into a cell and was just
Yeah,
like,
they easily put a body there. Yeah, said he's dead. Who's gonna fucking
who
who
can
can deny it?
verify?
Right.
Who
The
can
guard
verify
was
that it wasn't
sweet
his
and
body?
some other bullshit and some easy scapegoats. Like it just makes sense. Like, oh, he out of that joint. He is
Isn't that
not
so
dead.
fucking wild though? Like this is now the state of like the world that we're in. It's
What do
just
you
people
mean?
just get whacked like that are just in national news. Like they clearly killed like either killed this man or replaced him and faked his death. But
Yeah,
like and everybody knows that like there's no way that this is just coincidental. Oh well the camera's just coincidentally doesn't work. Oh, and we lost the footage. And it just so happened that the guards who were watching this guy fell asleep. They were tired. Had a
right.
long day. It was just the perfect fucking amount of circumstances that like this is what happened. And then everybody's just like to accept it. Like yo, everybody found out like yo, there was a bunch of fucking high end people, high tier people that were going over this island frequently
What can you
that we
do?
don't get to figure out anything about.
How can you stop it?
Well,
The
we can't
world
stop it. It
runs
already happened.
on
Baby's
trafficking.
blood.
Yeah. Well, that too. That's essentially what it is. The world runs on kid trafficking and human trafficking. So like he was one of the main headers. You think he's just gone? Nah, fuck out of here. And he was one of ours. Fuck out of here. Crazy. Fucking crazy. But it was a wild time though.
It
Fucking
just fucking
wild time.
baffles me, bro. It just fucking like it's crazy that like the government's just like, no, that didn't happen. None of that happened. But everybody's like it was literally just a meme out here. Epstein didn't kill himself,
That's
and
the
it's just
problem
been
with the government.
swept under the rug. And eventually, if you sweep it if you just ignore it long enough, it just will just go away on its own. Isn't that wild to you?
Not really. Because I've been like part of that.
It's
Like
like the same thing with the conspiracy of 9/11.
same thing with any conspiracy dating back to like aliens and things. Like the government just covers it up, and the people that are fucking sheep, they're just like, oh yeah, the government says it's not real, so it's not real. Like you're the crazy one, and then here you go. And you have
Do you
the
think that
small
they've been slowly
minority.
putting chemicals in the water so that way people get like slower attention spans? Like they purposely give people ADHD?
Nah, I think it's just natural.
Maybe
I
it's
think
because we have like so much information that we can digest at any like given second that like it's impossible for us to like keep an attention span on something long enough.
it's just so many things are instant now versus back then. Like you have instant noodles. You didn't have instant noodles back then. Like shit was different. So like microwaves, convenience, like
I think
internet.
instant noodles have been a thing for a very long time.
I don't think
But
so.
like I get the metaphor, but like bad example, I feel
No,
like.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I'm pretty
Instant
sure
noodles.
if you make any noodle and you dry it, I'm pretty sure
No.
all noodles are technically instant noodles.
No, what I mean, like, because no, what I'm saying is like, all right, so
Talking about like the ramen cup.
what I'm saying is like instant noodles, like, so you have noodles. Back in the day, you had to fucking make the noodle and then cook it. Right now, you already have a packet of noodle, boom, pop it in some water in a microwave, a minute, you lit, you out. Back in the day, you had to go through a process. It wasn't instant. Like when you wanted to cook dinner, it was a fucking process.
Oh, okay. And then this metaphor went back a little bit farther than I've been alive then.
I'm just saying, like, yes, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I get it. I forgot you were born in the.
I mean, hell, even think about when your your great grandparents or like grandparents when they were on the farm doing shit, like whatever, like shit was just not as easy. Getting milk, getting the news.
Yeah, so now we have too much news. Speaking of random news, did you know that Kanye opened up a Yeezy store?
Yeah, like right next to Adidas.
Yeah. We got it on the watch. Yeezy's coming live again. We have these fucking Adidas is going to be backdooring the Yeezys over to Yeezy, over to Kanye, and he's going to be selling them out of his off his Yeezy supply again.
Dumb.
Let's go. I mean, I'm sure the website's still not going to work like fucking the other ones have, but. And can we talk about that for a second?
What?
Can we think like how is it possible that Nike and Adidas has then made worse websites for buying their shit? Like before with the draw system, like it seemed like you'd probably never win, but like at least you got in to be able to like have the chance to get the you've been struck by lightning luck of you got a
Right.
pair of fucking shoes. Now it's like literally you can't even enter the draws. And if you do have like a buy now button, like your cards apparently don't load or you can't log into your fucking account because it's fucking backed up or broken.
But now is
And
that their fault or is that the consumer's fault? Or is it just nothing you can do about that?
well, I mean,
Like, that's just
if I'm
life.
entering 6 different card informations that are all already saved in your system, and you're like, sorry, can't use like it. How is that my problem? How's that my fault?
Well, when I
When
mean
I
by like,
used this card to pay for shoes before, and now you're saying sorry,
well,
we can't accept your
what
money
I
right
mean is
now.
like our fault as in the consumers. So like Nike puts out some shoes. The world wants these shoes. Now the world is on this app. The app can only hold so much. The internet can only do so much. Is that the consumer's fault by overloading? Like websites crash all the time. Mixtapes used to drop and Dat Piff would crash all the time. Wayne drops. Like, is that Wayne's fault? Is that Dat Piff's fault? Or is that the consumer just rushing for instant? I need this right now. Sure, it's a draw. I get it. But like even the ones that aren't draws, the ones that are just a fucking 10-minute, just get in line. It's still a shit show. Like, so that's our fault.
That's the problem with making a limited release.
But
when you make a
not even
set
that,
limited
like,
amount of fucking of a product,
but
and you're like, oh well, we're gonna go live at this certain time, everybody, or we're gonna do a shock drop, and now your card doesn't fucking work.
But that seems like an internet problem, not that just seems like a life problem. Like I can't do anything about that if I'm Nike. Because again, a mixtape drops. That's free. It's not a line. Dat Piff will crash.
Yeah, but these things
iTunes will
aren't
crash.
crashing. They're just not allowing
But
like
what I
every
mean, like by crash is like it's not like, oh, I can't get it, but sometimes it is. I can't get this album, or it's not downloading, or it's not playing. It's some type of it's not working for me right now when it should be, but it's because there's so much traffic, there's so many people trying to do this right now. It can only handle so much.
Yeah, I understand that.
So
But when
how
you
is
had a
that
system
what
before where
do
people
sneakers
could
do?
enter the draw, where they could then have the luck of having it, it seemed like a better system than the draw button doesn't come up now, or I can't get in line at all because the thing's not popping up.
But is that a bandwidth problem or is that a
This
sneakers
is their
problem?
problem though, because they created this system. They moved from the old system where like people could get into the draws, which is I'm talking about the heyday of 2020 and 2019 when nobody was working, everybody was home, and everyone wanted sneakers because the price of sneakers was sky high. Now the sneaker market is fucking dropped, and people can't get shoes at all because they moved to a different system where they're trying to get rid of bots and they've broke it.
Do you think the bots are just still getting in, and it's
Yes,
still
the bots
just
are still getting in.
so it's still just like a traffic issue? It seems then.
No, well, they've made the traffic system worse.
Maybe,
Because
but
before I could enter the draw, and yeah, the bots are still going to buy them up, but at least I was in the draw, and at least they would take my money if I had won. Now, if I win, they don't take my money, or I can't even get in to try and take it.
well, you don't really win then if they don't take your money, right?
Exactly, though.
Right.
I'm not even getting the chance to be able to have my money taken.
You got to be quicker. You got to be better.
I'm right there, bro. I'm fucking 10 o'clock. I'm on the dot, bro.
But see, the thing is, there are people that are getting through, so you have to beat them. Be better. I don't know what to tell you, but when you think
really
it's time,
trying to tell me for getting shoes it's skill issue, bro? Are you really trying to tell me skill issue on fucking getting
because
sneakers?
people are hitting, you're just not hitting. So niggas are getting in. It's got to be user error.
I have it in the cart. I have it ready to go. And then you know what they do? They hit me with the sorry, your card's not working right now. There's money in those cards. I have money. I bought shoes with this same card 4 months ago. Take my money, give me my shoes.
Oh, my biggest problem was they would just be like, "Oh, your information's not in," and I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? Like, I just signed in.
I'm already logged in. Why am I gonna log in again?"
Right. I was like, "Oh, fam." Or they would give me the payment information. I'm like, I don't have time for this, bro. I don't have time for this.
And then why are people that are on Apples? Why can they just hit Apple Pay and I still have to put in my fucking card information on Android? That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit. See what I'm saying? It might be a user error. You might want to get one. Get an Apple phone. I gotta buy
a whole different phone just because of fucking.
Don't Ashley got an Apple, John?
Yeah, but I'm at work at 10 o'clock in the morning when all these.
When you tell Ashley to get on the John, you get up 10 o'clock. I need you to open Sneakers app and go get these Johns for me. What you mean? She love you, right? Do that. Simple. Or buy an iPad. Shit. That way your kid can use the iPad for games and shit, keep them occupied, and when it's come time, now I gotta buy these shoes real quick.
But it's at least before I was able to get in and get into the draws, all right? At least then I was able to click on shit. Or I was able to get in line, and then like it would still boot me out and then I'd feel bad anyways. Or I get the you weren't selected, which I still do now. But at least I was still getting those messages. Now it's just like I have no shot at all. There's no chance. I can't get in it. They're not taking my money.
What's the problem?
When I do get in it, what do you mean? What's the problem? The problem is I'm not getting shoes. What the fuck? What don't you understand it? I'm molding about how the fact I can't get the fucking shoes.
I get that.
You see these behind me? I won't do one.
You wasn't really like that before anyway, and you know how that drawing works. It's got to go by algorithm. What are you talking
about? I wasn't hitting before. What are all these? These are all hits. Every single one of these right here. Hit. You see all these? These were all 2020 and 2021s. Now they open the new system.
Now niggas 2023. So you didn't hit all 2022.
No, I hit on 2022. Those fucking fours right there, 2022.
What you hit on the fours? Oh,
yeah, the military blue fours.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So you only hit one time. So you wasn't active enough. You gotta hit them Jones every time so the algorithm understand who you are.
They were dropping garbage all year.
You gotta still enter.
I'm not buying garbage, bro.
You could always just resend it, and they give you your money back. Niggas do that shit all the time. But you gotta hit just to get the algorithms up. So that way you get the exclusive joint.
Yeah, but now I can't even get the fucking
broke joint. You gotta go for every drop.
Try to get the Spider-Man ones. Guess what? Sorry, your cards don't work.
Yo, niggas want them Jones. Them Jones are hard.
Yeah, well, I tried to get them.
Yeah, you gotta go after everything though. So the next even poopy shoe come out, not poopy, but poop, but that's kind of hot, but poop. Well, go get that John. The niggas don't want. And then just send it back so they know.
It's just fucking aggravating, man. It's fucking aggravating.
It is.
The system back. Put me in the draws. I want the draws.
Fuck some draws.
Doing this dumb shit shock drops where I can get the shoe in my cart, and then it's like, sorry, your card
you're not quick enough.
You're not quick enough. It's in. You're not listening to me.
No. You're not listening. You're not understanding.
In the cart. It's not sold out yet. It's in the cart.
Right. You're not understanding though, because it's not sold out because there's other niggas like you that are in line. They'll be like, yo, I got it in my cart. Right. But there's only 10,000 pairs of size 10 and a half. And you know what, nigga? There's 13,000 of you niggas in line. Sorry.
And guess what? I'm
By the
trying
time
to
it
give you
catches
my
up,
money. Take my fucking money.
right? But you're in line,
No,
and
I'm
your
not.
number.
I'm in the fucking cart. I'm in
Right.
the checkout. I'm in checkout.
I understand that, but so are 13,000 other people.
Checkouts work, bro. There's only so many cash registers upstairs, but the fucking line at Walmart. When I'm at the cash register, the guy behind me is not checking out. He's in line.
That's
all right, you not understand how this works.
That's a store.
It's the same thing. This is an online store.
It's a store.
I'm at the register. Take my money. Sorry, your card's not working. What do you mean?
That's like you being in the grocery store though, and you have one thing that costs $10 and you in line. Huh, nigga, take my money.
No.
Yeah, no, you at the register. The other niggas in front of you trying to pay for their shit, but you like, hey, nigga, I'm right here too.
I'm in line. When I'm at the register.
But you're right there too.
No, I'm not.
You right there. You and him is sharing the same space.
Yeah, but he's talking to the cashier.
You could be talking to him too.
To the cashier.
You could be.
I can be small talking. They ain't scanning my shit though. They scanning his shit.
But your shit's in the cart. They haven't scanned. That's the thing. Nike hasn't scanned your shit yet.
I'm talking about. I'm at the register now.
Right, but Nike hasn't scanned your shit to be like, okay, now give me your money.
No,
just because you have
little thing
money,
where you booping your card. That's when they're like, yo, we scanned your shit. You ready to go out the door?
Nope.
And then I hit them with the boop, and then they're like, no.
Yeah,
sorry,
no.
That's not good enough.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Bro,
yeah,
I've tried to pay in Bitcoin, bro.
Yeah,
I've tried to pay in that.
Wrong.
They won't take my money.
You got it wrong, bud. You got the game fucked up.
I do. No, they got the game fucked up.
Nope.
They got the game fucked up. I'm sorry, I'm not out here with 16 phones trying to put in 13 different cards.
That's why you're not getting in.
The casual consumer's now got 16 phones with 13 different cards on
them. And that's why you see the casual consumer on social media sites talking about, yo, I can't get in. The site's drawing. Yeah. Because you casual niggas ain't getting in. You gotta be them diehard niggas.
Motherfucker, you're casual.
And I'm not hitting. I'm not even trying.
Why are you defending the bots?
I'm not defending the bots. I'm asking, what is the problem? Is it sneakers? Is it you? Or is it just an issue that you just can't deal with? Or like you can't handle?
Sneakers.
Obviously sneakers.
Yes. Because if the bots are buying the shoes, and not the casual consumers, which is who they're trying to get to buy the shoes.
You think Nike really gives a fuck who they're taking money from, whether it's one guy that's giving them $3,000 for all these shoes, or whether
not. Obviously, they want to send 30,000 pairs of the same shoe to the same address.
Right? They don't care.
Because obviously, when I go up to the fucking booper and boot my card, they're like, "Sorry, your funny money's not good here."
Right, because it's already sold out. You're in line.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking already have it in my cart. I have them at the register with this fucking card. I'm already there, bro. That's in my hand. I'm literally at the register. I'm talking to the cashier. They scan my shit, and they're like, "Yo, that'll be $220." And I'm like, "Okay, here you go." And they're like, "No."
Yeah, because you in line.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm at the checkout.
I guess how's a way to?
You remember Easy Supply? You know, when you had that little spinny thing just on the table.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we're waiting. We're seeing it. That was the line. That was the line. When the shoes popped up on your screen, and they were like, "Yo, enter your payment info." That is the register.
I don't know, fam.
It's not skill issue, bro.
I think
the system's fucked.
I think it's user error because people are hitting. So it's just not that. It'd be one thing if like, hey, nobody was able to hit on this drop. Sorry, we fucked up. We're gonna redrop this tomorrow or something. That's an issue. That's a sneakers issue. But if it's just, oh, Kyle can't get shoes and neither can Joe Schmo, but yet Tommy over here can get 16, that's a y'all problem.
Well, then don't give me the fucking option of having it add to cart. Don't do that. Just put the draw. Just do the draw then.
You don't have time. It doesn't have time to update. It just can't go like that. So you clicked it at the same time that I clicked it. It's both going to go in our carts. right? Same time. The internet can't decipher who was 0.10. Boom, both our cards, right? Now, whoever gets that information in quick enough, that's who's going to transaction is going to go through first by the internet. Now, if you're 0.1 second behind, you're now in line, nigga, by 0.1 second. And if there's more people at 0.1 second, you're now further back in that chain. It's just too many fucking people. You're all hitting it at the same time. There will be a line. Sorry.
Okay, well, even if so, like the thing that you're crazily talking about is happening. Before,
yeah.
back when Nike Dunks were going fucking crazy, you would be able to put in your fucking card information, you'd hit the fucking accept, and then it would put you in the line, right?
Sure.
So it would be like, yo, we're seeing if we still have any in stock.
Yes.
And if you win, you will get a little banner thing.
Yes.
You're not even getting put into the line. You're not even getting the ticket to get into the line, is what I'm having the problem with. I don't even have the shot to get into the line. Even if it is sold out, I still want a ticket to get into it.
Be quicker.
You can't be quicker unless you're a computer.
Get a computer.
I've done it on a computer. I do it on my phone. I do it both ways.
See which one.
If my card information is still not letting me into the line, and I've put in 3, 4, 5 different cards, even tried to pay with Bitcoin, I don't understand if there's how else am I supposed to do this?
Be quicker. That's literally it.
It doesn't help.
You
they don't accept the bank information.
You know what you got to do? You got to get a bot, because the bot will, boom, instant. Do that shit quicker than your little fingers can. So that's what you got to do. Invest some of that money that you not using to buy shoes with because you're not hitting, and go buy a bot, get a computer, and then you can start probably buying shoes with the rest of these motherfuckers with bots and shit that can get that job. But until then, good luck to you, brother.
So then I am no longer than the casual consumer.
But you are. You're just the casual consumer that is trying to is tired of catching L's and not getting in. And you were just like, fuck it. This is as much as you pay for a bot, it's going to pay for itself easily in your first 5 shoes that you want, because you're like, oh, I got the shoes that I wanted. Like, this was so fucking worth it.
No, that's also only if good Johns drop that are worth the money.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to resell them joints.
Well, no, I mean, like, just saying it for the ones that you want. Like, if you wanted the Cause 4s that are coming out, and you're just making up a shoe, and you want it, and you're like, I want to own this shoe, right? Buy the bot, you won the shoe. That is a dub. Fuck the resell. Like, you caught the dub of the shoe that you really, really wanted, that you now don't have to try to buy on resell. That right there, minus your bot cost, it's going to pay for itself in the shoes that you want eventually. Plus resell, sure, whatever, later. But you could get the shoes that you want with a greater chance with the bot, which would then pay for itself of not paying resell and the struggle of, my map crashed. Fuck that. Buy a bot. Quick $500. 2 pairs of shoes.
It's not a quick $500. It's more than that.
Whatever it is.
A couple stacks for a sophisticated one.
No.
If you want a good one, yeah.
No, I looked at buying a bot. It's not.
It's like $500 like a month.
Yeah. But fucking sneakers drops almost every day.
No, they don't. Well, they do, but not like anything worth grabbing.
That's your fault. That's your opinion.
There might be 2 shoes a month that's worth grabbing.
That's your fault. That's your
then
opinion.
Why not just buy them off the resale? Then you'd still be saving money off the bot.
How?
Because if you buy, well, I mean, depending on what the shoe is. So if it's like the Lost and Found Chicago ones, and you buy them joints, those joints for the resale is going to be like $600-$700, depending on your size. Right. The Travis Scotts, they're going to be like $1,500. So like, yeah, a bot works for that. So, but like, if you're just trying to grab like some 3s or some 2s, there's no point of doing that, because you can just buy them joints for cheaper. You could buy you could buy 3 pairs of 3s from resale that'll probably still be cheaper than buying the bot, because then you still got to pay for the bot, and then you still got to pay for the shoe.
But see that, then you just go to start buying shoes that you don't want, but that you hope other motherfuckers want
for the resale.
Yeah.
So then you're no You're no longer a casual buyer. They're now turning it into a job because you're then turning it
guess.
into a small business.
Yeah, I guess
And
you're
then you're
right.
reselling the shoes.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
See what the
All
problem here is?
All right. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Just give me the draws, bro. Just give me the ticket, bro.
See, I
Just let me
hated the
get
draws.
I'd rather catch the L of the not selected than me fucking sitting there hoping that
Like,
I'm gonna
the
get
only
into
thing
the
I
lottery.
liked about the draw was the fact that like you had like 10 minutes to enter the draw. So it was like, oh, I don't have to be here right at fucking 10 o'clock or whatever. But I hated it. I felt like I still didn't have a fucking chance.
I think Adidas is way worse on that because they give you like a whole fucking month to enter those draws, and then there's fucking millions of people in line for those shoes. So I think that like the 10-minute window was a good idea because then you had to be kind of present somewhat to be able to get in possibly and then
True.
be selected by God to get a pair of shoes. But now now you're not even getting the draw options. Now if there's a draw, you can't even buy it in like the adult size shoe. You could enter the draw for the children's shoe, but for some reason the button doesn't come up for the adult size shoe. You can close
what
out the
that
app,
means,
put it back
son?
up, or the system probably flags you as a bot. I don't know.
You know what that means? That means you gotta start going in person
To where?
to Foot Lockers and shit, and like Snipes and shit. They still
But those are
haven't.
like reserves and stuff only, anyways.
They be still having in person things though.
Very rarely.
No, for all the hype shit.
Well, I mean, before you wouldn't be able to get that
What do you mean?
because, like, well, back in like 2020 and 2021.
Oh well, yeah, COVID, sure, but we're
Well,
talking now.
during that time when shoes were super fucking hype, like it was impossible for people for them to be anything on the shelves past the reserves. People would be entering the reserve so crazy that that's how they would sell out all the shoes. Nowadays, that you can enter the reserve and there'll still be some leftover pairs that'll go out on the shelf. So, but
Yeah, you gotta start going in person, Buck.
oh, I'm sorry, I work a 9 to 5.
Okay, well, at 5:10, go to a shoe store.
Those shoes were sold out by that time.
No, you just said after the reserve, this would be
Well,
some
some of
Jones.
them, but if it's a super hype shoe like the Travis Scotts or some Jordan 1s or something like that's on a fire colorway like the Chicago's or something like that, you're not gonna have a shot in a fucking.
What time you go on lunch?
12 o'clock. I'm not anywhere near a Foot Locker though.
Better
If I could drive to King of Prussia and to attempt to, I would fucking spend my time.
What?
That's the closest Foot Locker.
Bro, there's definitely a sneaker store in Westchester that would have drops. You're crazy.
Not like a resale store or not
Why
like
would you
not
need a
like
resale?
a retail store.
Sure.
I don't think so. And if there is, I'm sure my homie Ralph would be on top of that shit.
Better tell
The
bro.
whole time, like, I don't know. It would just be nice for if like they had the hits, like I'd be able to get in, that'd be fucking nice. So it's just aggravating. But hold on. Over to the old listy.
I feel that. You might be right about this whole shoe store thing.
It's fucking wild, bro.
You do. Yeah, you might be fucked. That sucks.
Yeah,
I have to find a new job.
Yeah, I gotta find a new job just to get sneakers. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's crazy. That sucks.
Did you hear that designer got fucking arrested?
Yeah, I
Or
think we
checked
talked
into a
about that
rehab?
last week.
Did we talk about that?
I think so.
Oh, well, I want to add on to it. Like the reason he said like he was checking into like a rehab or because of his mental health. Because apparently the thing that happened was though he had been caught jerking off on a plane.
Yeah.
So his defense was like he was in Japan and he couldn't get no pussy in Japan.
Yes. He's a wild boy, yo. That's why you guys.
That is the most crack shit fucking crazy story I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure there's like a shortage of fucking dick over there in Japan because dudes are trying to fuck the Nintendo DS. And this rich dude from America couldn't get no pussy.
No, he's clearly mentally unstable.
Did you try? Did you talk to anybody?
He's clearly mentally unstable.
I was gonna say I've just seen a TikTok of this Japanese store where they were lining bitches up trying to auction these whores off.
Yeah, no,
They were like,
he's
"Sucky,
just going
sucky,
through it.
$5 anal. You want? Just pick one." I'm pretty sure you could buy women's underwear in a fucking vending machine over there. They got everything else in vending machines. Probably buy fucking fetuses in vending machines over there. Eat for lunch.
He's had a rough life.
A designer? I mean, yeah. Panda. Timmy Turner.
Yeah.
Did you hear that apparently Chief Keef's baby mama said the Chief Keef was banging that baby bad Barbie?
Bad baby.
Yeah, bad whatever.
What did you call her?
Bad baby?
Nah, what did you call her?
That's what I said, right? What did you say? What was it? Bad Barbie. That's what I said. Bad Barbie.
Bad Barbie, yo, that's fucking yeah, but
When she was underage and had to get an abortion or some shit.
I don't know how old Chief Keef was at the time, so I don't care.
Yeah, Chief Keef is fucking super young. Not super young, but like
I don't know how old he was at that time. And for her to be like, oh, well, she was underage. All right, well, 17 is technically underage. Was he fucking 19 and she's 17? All right, I don't fucking care about that. Like, not a fucking big deal to me. But if she was fucking like 14 and he was like 25, 27,
yeah, that's a problem.
Sure, that's a fucking problem here. But I doubt that was the situation because she didn't get popular until she was 16. She didn't start rapping until she was like 17. So, yeah.
Do you think there should be loopholes for statutory then?
What do you mean? Because there are, but
yeah, but like the fucking 19 to 17 kind of like age gap thing versus like fucking like obviously if a dude's like 30 years old banging on a fucking 16-year-old, yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
So, but like if a dude's like 18 banging a 16-year-old and like fucking
don't care,
her parents catch wind of it and we're like, oh no, we gotta step in. I feel like that's different.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily care about a 2-year age difference.
I mean, unless it isn't, it is a slippery slope though.
Yeah,
like, there are women out here that will have sex with people and then it, like turn it back around and be like, nah, yeah, that was rape.
I mean, sure, like if that's how they felt. I mean, like,
nah, but if they boast about it, like when it happens, and then they were like, I mean, granted, unless it's like some type of traumatic fucking coping mechanism, where like, yeah, when it happened, they were like, yeah, we had sex, it was great, and then like later on, they figure out that it was not
right. Yeah, I mean that could happen, and that's understandable. That's valid, but
don't you think you should be held accountable for the words you say at the time? Like, yeah, it is a poor coping. It may be a coping mechanism, but it's a poor coping mechanism.
Sure,
but
at
like
the time,
if you do say something like that, I do feel like you should be held accountable. Like, no. You said that this was the way this was. Because like, you can't turn around and be like, yeah, I wasn't cool with it. Like, if you're in the moment where like, yeah, you're like, nah, but then you tell people like, yeah, it was all cool, and then like years later come out, you're like, nah, things weren't cool.
Yeah, like, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not gonna hold somebody accountable. Like that's you're sounding like these fucking lefties out here that are mad that like Joe Rogan said nigger 20 years ago. Like what, bro?
No, but that's different.
No, it's not. It's the same thing. It's the same type of thing. You're upset because the girl said one thing and then grew her perspective later and learned and grew as a person and said, hey, you know what? I changed my mind on that. Anybody's allowed to do that. It's growing. So, I'm not going to hold you accountable for what you said when you were 14 or something. And now you've gotten older and learned that, hey, that was wrong. And now you changed. Crazy. What?
Fucking but crazy. It is different due to the perspective of what. Yes, what? Yes, it technically
it's the same thing. Whether you said it was fun to get fucked by a 30-year-old when you were 14, or you said it was fun to shoot black people when you're, and you grew up from that and you had your change of mind, you're allowed to change your mind when you're older. And I'm not going to be like, oh no, but you said you would, and that was what. I'm not going to hold you what you said fucking 10 years ago. I'm not going to hold you what you said yesterday. You're allowed to change your mind. You're human. That's crazy. I'm not going to. What? Insane, fam. Insane.
No, but then you can't fucking
Democrat over here.
You can't
Jesus
put
Christ.
I think that would be the opposite of a Democrat.
I don't think so.
I think you have it a little bit backwards there,
That's
buddy.
what the Dems be bitching about.
No, well, it goes definitely on both sides.
You're one of those people that are mad at people said nigger back in the day.
No, I'm totally not.
It seems like it.
And also, it depends on the context in which they say it.
Same difference.
So, like the way that Rogan had said it in the story, I don't think it was offensive to anybody because it was in the retelling of the story. If I recall the story, I'm pretty sure what he was saying that he said it as somebody else.
There's a compilation of Joe Rogan saying nigger. Or it was like a 6-minute video.
Different times in life.
Right, but then he also came out with an apology video and said, "Hey, the things I said back then was wrong." And
see, that's where he fucked up.
Why?
You don't apologize.
Why?
Because there's no reason to apologize.
Sure, there is.
Because anybody that was saying fag back in the day, everybody was cool with the word fag. You're not going to come out here and say that. What do you mean, no?
Not everybody was cool with the word fag.
Everybody threw away the word. It's like when you were saying that's gay.
Not everybody.
Bro, everybody.
Not everybody.
Fags were calling each other fags.
Not
sucking dicks? What are you, a fag?
Not everybody, but
everybody, bro. Everybody. Because the people who are mad about the people using those words now are a different generation of people. They're not the same people.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? They're not the same people. The same people that are getting angry about people using derogatory words are not the same people that were using the words back in the day.
Sure they were.
No, they're not.
Sure they were.
No, they're not, because we didn't have leftist blue hair weirdos all over Twitter trying to hold those fucking people accountable.
No, they were
using those words.
They were regular hair
using
people.
at the time. No, those people weren't even alive yet, or if they were fetuses. They were tiny. They were small.
We there's every generation has that person, that group. They just didn't start becoming like radical until our generation with the blue hair and shit. But they've always had that clique or whatever.
Yeah, but as like society grows and moves on, like they have this all the time. I can't really say like what the boomers had said like before to the generation before them, but I'm sure that they had something. Well, I mean, yeah, they had all the shit that was going on like Vietnam and all that hippie phase.
They called them
queers.
So
yeah. So, and then.
But now queer is an endearing term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then people are fucking angry at people using the word queer. Then like the same thing is like and
then they embrace
transvestite. Can't use the word transvestite anymore. Now it's trans. Would it be transgender?
I couldn't tell you. It's all the same shit to me.
But then people are going to be mad at you for using the word transgender or trans.
I don't use the word. I use tranny. And that covers everything. The same way I cover Mexican covers all Hispanics. All you niggas is Mexican or Spics. It's just a real quick generalization. I don't need the specifics. Don't need details.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found it fucking wild. But like, I don't know. The problem is just like nobody's like people are calling you out and trying to cancel you for using such language. You're not filing charges on someone that happened 30 years ago. Like if your perspective changes, you can't. I don't think
you can't file charges
on someone.
You can't.
Yes, you can. They did the same. They did the thing to Bill Cosby.
Was that what Bill was for? I feel like Bill wasn't for. I feel like Bill's still within the statutory limit though. Like it might have happened.
There's a statutory limit on things like rape.
I don't know. What we should
or
figure
sexual assault.
We should figure that out.
But like, is there a statutory limit on hate speech?
I don't.
Because that's what all that stuff would be considered.
I don't know. I would consider it my First Amendment right. So I don't know. I think that's where like the problem comes with free speech versus hate speech.
I don't know where my hat is. I guess I'm wearing this one. I'm rocking the sombrero until we're done.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking
Rattles the mind, bro. What do you think? Who do you think owns Epstein's Island now? Do you think that joint's up for sale?
I think it's probably government owned.
By who?
Government.
Which government?
The U.S.
Was it a U.S. territory?
U.S. citizen owned it.
I mean, he bought it, so I don't know if that's the same.
What do you mean?
Because if it's owned, if it was like in the like, if it was originally owned by, say, Jamaica or something, then wouldn't Jamaica go back to owning it?
Why would they?
Why would America own it?
For one, it's America. Two, it'd be an American citizen.
I guess if he didn't will it to somebody, yeah, it would be.
His stuff would just then go to his estate, and then if his estate doesn't want it, then your stuff automatically gets transferred back to the United States government. So the government owns it if his Epstein family doesn't want it, but I imagine the government owns that, and there's still fucking kids on that island today.
I think they got too many eyeballs on that island now. I don't think they're getting away with fucking kids on that island. I was trying to think of maybe we come together with a group of people and buy it and open some black and white barista and maybe a little theme park, you know?
What kind of theme park would you open on Epstein Island?
I think you know. It's going to be a real fucked up theme park.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to have kid fucking, but we're going to allude to
We better not have kid fucking. I tell you that. It better be the reverse of kid fucking.
Well, it is. It's going to be all the money will be donated to help children.
Whoa. All your money. Don't talk about my money.
No.
Oh, then I want no part.
The theme park will be. It's a fucking tax wash, Jay. It's so you don't have to pay taxes off the fucking BBW fucking baristas.
I'll pay taxes.
All right.
I'll pay taxes. I don't give a fuck.
It's not going to generate that much money. How many people are going to go over to the Kid Fuck Island theme park?
A lot of people, I feel like.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to have to wash this money.
Why am I washing it? No, tax me.
Why?
I want my money.
You're not getting the money. You get more money if you tell them you lost money.
I'm not a charitable person. I don't care. Give me it.
You get more money out of this.
But I get it later. I want my money now.
No, you get it faster because then you don't have to pay the taxes. So when the tax,
but I gotta wait all year for that to happen.
No. You're thinking of this wrong.
Okay.
So when you're not getting a refund. You see? Because you're not overpaying the taxes. You're taking because since we would then be self-employed, all of the money that's generated by the business we would get, and then when tax time would come, we would have to get and calculate how much we have to pay the government. So we need an offset of money being lost to then equal the money that we're gaining. You can feel me?
Right.
So we get to keep 100% of the money from the black and white BBW baristas. And the fucking theme park floats itself, but also counts as an L. This is how Amazon does it, bro. Amazon has their Amazon Web Services, which generates billions of dollars a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have Amazon, the fucking delivery service, of all their bullshit. Mm-hmm. They will buy products and then sell it to consumers for less and deliver it to you in 2 days because they want the loss. So that way on their books, when they're generating all these billions, they're also losing all these billions. Technically, it floats itself though. So it's free, and then Bezos gets to keep all the money instead of having when the tax time comes, he ain't got to pay the money. That's why Amazon don't pay shit in taxes because they lose all this money at the same time. So you don't want taxman to come tax you because you're not getting the W-2 no more, buddy. You get 100% from the yeah. You need all the dollars.
All right.
Yeah. I'll school you a little bit here. All right. Can't just be jumping into fucking being a self-employed person and be like, all my money. Because then when the tax time comes, he's gonna you see the thing is that you heard that it's going to be going to some sort of charity event.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like,
I mean, it has to go to something because tax. If you have charitable acts, helps you on your taxes. So, and then if it's floating itself and also counting as a loss, boom, we're keeping 100% of BBW fucking baristas, which are going nationwide.
Bro, couldn't the charitable act be in? Bro, hold on. Couldn't the charitable act be taking chicks off the street and then giving them employment? So we're like a non-profit job center for women.
Like the home and shelter of battered women or whatever, like that.
Right, but we're jobs only. Ideally, we're not here to house you because
I get that.
Places
but
to do that, but so wouldn't that be even better? Because if it's the non-profit job, John, and then we're giving them jobs just for us, and then that John's already to write off, isn't that like all like, or is that just?
Well, then we don't own the theme park of kid fucking.
Why?
Because we need the theme park to be the. I feel like the non-profit theme park would generate more money than.
Oh, the theme park's going to be non-profit.
Yeah, because the money will be donated to the children funds or whatever to help traffic children.
To help traffic children?
No, to support people who have been trafficked.
Gotcha.
Not the traffickers,
Gotcha.
Yeah. Words are hard. All right.
Got it. I just want to make sure.
I think we just sat here for the last 20 minutes and talked about tax evasion.
It's not.
But it's not tax evasion.
Yeah.
It's the legal loopholes that the rich get to use.
Yeah.
So that they don't pay taxes. So, which is so fucking wild.
Amen.
I love when I ever hear a Biden speech. They're like, pay their fair share. I'm like, well, then you need to create new tax laws,
right?
That they can't fucking use loopholes to not pay any taxes. Like, oh, Amazon didn't pay anything in taxes last year, and guess what? They're not going to pay anything in taxes next year because they're still going to use the exact same things that you're using, so that you don't have to pay taxes.
Exactly.
We're going to raise the tax rate for people who make over $500,000 a year. Okay, so then you're taxing the upper middle class. You're going to fuck the people who don't have enough money to use the loopholes that you're already using because you're in the upper echelon. So, yeah, it's.
Hey, man, it's just a good message to get us all riled up as poor motherfuckers. Like, yeah, tax the rich. But it's never going to happen.
Yeah, but the real, the problem is, like,
boom,
you are fucking, you're spinning the wheels to try and get everybody riled up to get ready to pay your fucking taxes. But if you did actually tax those other motherfuckers that are up in that, and it wouldn't hurt their bottom line that much, they would still be able to afford yachts and yachts and yachts. So, like, 70% of America is owned by 1% of the population.
See, you know what the problem is, though? So, like, right now, I'm a yacht company, right? Now, I make I make yachts, and I make super yachts, right? Like the most expensive super yachts. Now, the only way I can keep making these super expensive yachts is if there's people to buy these super expensive yachts.
They can still buy them.
That, no. You don't understand. I'm talking about the super rich ones, like the ones that like are mini aircraft carriers that cost
like Bezos's was like 500 million.
Yeah,
motherfucker has billions.
I'm talking about but I'm talking about like somebody's gonna get like $1 billion yacht. Like they're working towards that because Bezos has the 500, so you're gonna get the 6, 7. It's like you see, like he sets the market, so now we have to make the next one. It's gonna be 550, 600. You know what I mean? But the only
Yeah,
way I
I
can
understand.
do that is if people are still making that kind of money. So me as the yacht company, I need those rich motherfuckers to keep making all that rich money. Don't get taxed anymore because
No,
then
but
I don't make
it's
as
not
much
like they're
money.
on the cusp of being like, oh, well, I might not be able to afford the $1 billion yacht this year.
100%.
No, it's not.
Well, see, no, maybe not that person, but the guy coming up though, the guy that's in line for the promotion because the old head's about to retire. He's next in line. Like he wants to go buy that super mega yacht, but like if you want to start taxing motherfuckers and he thinks he's going to start making $1 billion a year, and then next thing you know, Joe Schmo president's like, oh no, you're only going to make a fucking 500 million. Like you just hurt my bottom line there, Buck. What you doing here?
Oh man, I'm hurting the job market for the super yachts.
You
And think of all the careers I just ended because of all the workers who have to
you've
work on
also
a small city boat.
You've also stunted innovation because now I can't think of the next big super yacht because I now know I have to cap myself at 500 million because that's the most somebody's ever going to make. Oh man, just imagine if I had $1 billion to work with to make a yacht. We could make something, but now I'm capped. So now you're stunting growth and innovation.
I think you have this fucking weird inconception that people don't make over 1 billion. Jeff Bezos has like 30 or 40 billion.
I'm
Like,
talking about the next guy coming up.
oh, so the guy who's going to have 60 to 70 billion.
Possibly, as long as the laws don't change. We're rooting for him.
I don't know how well you think that people are going to want to see bikini baristas or not, buddy, but like, I don't think we're going to be making billions and billions of dollars.
Not with that attitude.
I don't know if we're going to be on every corner. We're not going to have sheds everywhere. It's not. We're just going to be knocking down people's houses to put up fucking sheds and drive.
You don't know that, fam. I'm pretty sure Bezos didn't think he'd have all these trucks out here either when he was like, I'm going to start selling these fucking books. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. He was like, I'm just trying to get these Stephen King novels out of here real quick. He never thought about selling fucking iPhone cases and shit. Having fleets of vans, going to the moon, building the fucking space company. He ain't think about none of that. He was like, I'm just trying to get these Stephen King, James Patterson.
You know that space company is literally just a hole in his pocket. That's literally just a tax write-off.
I don't know, man. He got some deals with NASA. Him and Elon. I don't.
Oh, great! So he subsidized it. So now he doesn't pay as much money out of his pocket, but he still gets the tax write-off at the end of the year. That's cool.
Hey, man.
I mean, that's the same thing that Tesla did with the fucking batteries and stuff and the fucking charging.
Sound like somebody who wants the tax laws changed so that way we can never get rich.
We're not getting you know that we have to break through the tax laws that we have now to get into the ability to use the tax laws to our advantage.
Right. And with that just means more income to get into the next tax bracket. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get more income, right?
You're not understanding.
And maybe I'm not.
No, you're not, because we have the tax laws. They're taxing people that are that make over $400,000 a year, right?
Right.
If you make more than that, then you get hit with the extra taxes. So we have to bust our asses up to the 400,000, and then we have to work triple as hard to get up into the millions range, so that way we can start using the tax laws to our advantage, so that way we can then burst up into the billions.
So what you're saying is we just need to come out with a couple $1 million deal.
No, we need to go with a couple $100 million deal.
Well, no, you said the tax and shit from 4, right? From 400,000
and up to upper echelon, which I would probably say is maybe 50, 60 to 100 mil. Probably.
That's a big gap.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's gonna be a little hard. But that's what I'm saying is that they made it harder for that gap of people to make it into the fucking upper epsilon of fucking Elon and fucking Bezos.
Got it.
So it was easier, say like fucking 2008 to 2018 18.
Got it.
But then they just made the middle of that the big meat of that, like fucking a little bit harder.
Well, to be fair though, a lot of those rich motherfuckers like Gates, like he talking about he giving all his money up.
Yeah, when he's dead.
All right, the motherfucker could die tomorrow. Shit, we don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
his
mean
health
that'd
like.
be cool, but it
But I'm
don't look
just
like he's
like,
going to do. He's probably sticking himself in cryo chambers.
I think Bezos said some shit like that. I don't know nothing about Elon. I don't remember. But like a lot of them motherfuckers seem like they just be like, all right, yo, when it's deuces is y'all can have that shit. So like I think it's probably just a waiting game more or less for them type of motherfuckers. In America, at least now, the other motherfuckers over there in the dry land, that's different. But I wonder what you do about them motherfuckers.
But then, what I'm saying is like, why are we waiting till they die, when we could just be fixing the problems that we have now by
Because
just taxing them a bit, so that
because they're still alive. You see how that's a problem? No, you don't see how that's a problem.
But if you were taxing them while they're alive,
But you understand the richest motherfuckers are alive. So
you muted yourself somehow. So,
so
I understand that.
so how are you going to pass
Tax them?
a law to tax the rich when these are the same motherfuckers putting money in these people's pockets to make the law? It doesn't work like that. Like Elon, Bezos, and Gates, like, we're good. We're gonna ball out. We're gonna do what the fuck we're gonna do. When we're dead, you can have this. Until then, fuck off. All right.
But that's the problem.
No, hey, sure, it's a problem. You can't do nothing about it. You could go kill one of them motherfuckers, but until then, status quo, right? Because all these lawmakers like Pelosi and them like money. They like they like it. It's happy for them.
Yeah, and that's how they use fucking insider trading to keep making all the fucking money.
Right. So until those rich motherfuckers that make all the moves until they die and give out their money to
But
charity.
you don't think that they're not teaching somebody else that they're gonna give the money to?
Well, no, they say they're gonna give it to charity.
I don't think they all said that. I don't think Bezos said that.
I think Bezos did.
I don't think Elon said that.
I said I don't know nothing about Elon. I don't know nothing about Elon or any of the other like super rich like billionaire motherfucker. But like, I just feel like
how much did he buy Twitter for? 46 or 42 million? Billion?
Billion, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I have to spend $1 billion on a super yacht. Oh.
Hey,
I bought a social media network for 46.
I'm just saying. Like that seemed like nothing to you, but like think about it. Think
it
about.
Seems like nothing. 46.
But put it
versus what?
But put it in your perspective of money, right? Like, so what would be the most expensive? Like, what would be like your most amount? And somebody being like, "Oh, you want to buy fucking this McDonald's for I don't know 42,000?" You're gonna be like, "Holy fuck!" Like, you bought this McDonald's for 42,000. Like, it's a lot of fucking money for you.
Yeah,
like,
but when you have 100 billion,
right? But
it's
if
cool
if you only have $100,000 to your name or $500,000, and then you spend 42 of it to buy a McDonald's or some shit like that, like it's a lot of fucking money.
Yes, it is.
Right. So
the
like,
guy that has the 100 billion, 1 billion is not a lot of money.
Right, but kind of.
What?
Kinda.
Bro, when you see 10 zeros in your bank account and they want to take 1 and 6 zeros, I think you'll be good. That's like you having 1,000. That's like, all right, let's just say you have 10 grand in your hand.
Right.
You're at the casino real quick.
And they want 100.
They want 100 real quick. You ain't just going to split that off?
I understand what you're saying, but $100 is still $100.
Yeah, and $1 billion is still $1 billion, but like when you have $100 billion,
Fam,
It's a lot less
hold on.
of it's the grand scheme is smaller now.
But no, it's just the ease of buying something. Something being expensive doesn't change just because I have the means to buy it without caring. That's one thing. But the fact that that thing is expensive, it's still expensive. So if they want, I'm pretty sure if Elon goes somewhere and they're like, hey, it's $100 for this 2-liter bottle of soda, I'm pretty sure he's going to be like, it's a fucking expensive bottle of soda. Like, Elon, you're worth 100 quadrillion. Like, what's $100 for a bottle? Sure, gets it. But that's still expensive and excessive. Doesn't matter if
You
it's
just proved your own point of the fucking $1 billion yacht.
What do you mean?
If it's still expensive, but if you have the means to buy it, yeah, that's still going to be fucking super expensive.
Right.
You don't need to buy it,
But I do need to buy it.
but it's super expensive. You only have $100 billion.
But I'm just saying, it's being super expensive doesn't change the fact of whether it's being bought or not. It's just the realization of saying it's fucking expensive. That's all. Doesn't change the fact that I'm not buying it. What?
But that's
What?
the fact that you're reaching up to that level of amount of money when some people are fucking, when you got tent cities of people, which granted, all the tent city people, fuck them, they're all crazy anyways. But like, probably not all of them, but a majority of them are probably out there for their own fucking reasons.
Yeah,
but like, when you
80%.
have the person who's trying to just get out of the fucking the gutter
Right.
and can't because the fucking it's a struggle buggle out here, then you could have the upper echelon be given that money and then be fucking raise the bottom up,
But then I'm gonna have less while I'm alive.
The 100 billion guy.
Yeah.
But you can still buy everything that you ever want. For generations of your family, you will still be able to buy whatever you want. Whenever you want. Unless you're buying
Maybe.
literally social media companies like they're going out of style like every
What
other
if-
fucking year.
What if I get divorced and my wife takes half of my 100? Well, now I'm down to 50 billion. And sure, you're like, oh, $50 billion.
Oh, you mean like Bezos had?
Yeah, like billion, right? Like Bezos.
And then his company quadrupled,
Hold on.
and he then ended up with 4 times the amount of money.
Hold on. But then let's say that doesn't happen. But let's say you now down to 50, and then you get some crazy lawsuit against you for some bitches that said you touched them or some crazy shit, and now they want to settle for something crazy. If not, you could have a real problem on your hands. And then you settle for them for like, I don't know, 5 billion a piece, because fuck it, why not? I got 50, why not just give out 10? Right now I got 40. Fuck it, still 40 fucking $billion. Like, I'm cooling, right? But then, like, with that lawsuit, your fucking name and image took a hit, so now you have no more income, and like now that 40 billion that you were worth is now down to like, oh, maybe $1 billion. Like, now you got a fucking problem on your hands. We got $1 billion.
You do, and you probably should have been financially set up that with all these billions that like you probably should have had like this
You got
in
a
the back of
problem,
your mind if
fam.
something was going to happen. But like
now you're only down to $1 billion. So
you
no,
know
I
how
need
wild of a fucking like set of events would have to happen for this to happen.
not really, not that crazy.
It's very crazy.
Elon just had a lawsuit with the chick on the plane talking about, yo, you was doing some shit. Now she just didn't want as much money as I would ask if I was her.
Yeah, she got like a couple grand.
Yeah, because she dumb.
He didn't take a hit. He said, "Write that. Let me just."
Right, because she doofy. She ain't care about her pussy enough. Bitch, Elon, you worth a couple billion. I need one. I need 2. Hit me with 2 after taxes, nigga, and we cool. We
Well, you
good
know,
for life.
settlement money is tax free, right?
Didn't know that.
The settlement money for any like accidents or any like lawsuit thing is all tax free.
Oh, well, then give me $1 billion. We're good. We're good. But no, she
That's the
said,
same thing that's happening with like Don Lemon right now because Don Lemon had like a ton of like money still on his contract or whatever that Fox still, or CNN still needs to pay. So there he's gonna file. He's filing a lawsuit so that way he can get the rest of his money, and they'll probably settle on fucking 10 milli or some shit like that. Even though he's owed like 20, because like, well, I think he's owed 10, but that 10 would have been taxed, right? So if he gets this loss, if he puts the lawsuit in, then he gets the full 10 milli, which is basically the same as getting 20 milli, because
right,
now this is all for just tax free. So you don't gotta pay half of it taxes.
right.
So and at least I know that fucking it's 10 milli is still getting taxed half. So you got to be in the upper echelon of fucking a couple, probably at least 100 milli to be able to fucking tax it
Oh no,
right. Use the tax loopholes.
oh no.
But if you made new tax loopholes, I mean, eventually the financial people are gonna figure out the new loopholes. But it's gonna at least take like a couple years of trial and error. So
somebody's gonna have to go to jail for some stuff.
yeah, someone's gonna have to go to jail for a little bit of tax evasion eventually. So I mean, what do you fucking do? Some fucking super rich dude that's in his 80s has to go to jail for the last 15 years. Woo. It sucks for that guy, but I mean, he got to live a great life.
I'd kill myself.
Dude, just that's happening to a Apple employee. Some Apple employee got caught from 2011 to 2018 stealing. He stole $48 million.
Fuck that.
Something like that. And then he just got charged with it in 2022.
No.
And he's like 60 something years old.
Fuck that. He probably not going to jail.
He'll go to some white collar jail where he
cool, man.
He'll be playing
That's
golf.
what I'm going to jail. I'd love to go to jail as an old head. Just cooling.
That's lit.
Yeah.
Eating nothing but lobster and filet mignon every day. You ain't got to pay for no fucking board. You ain't got to buy no fucking.
Bro, you just out here playing shuffleboard and shit, talking about your
pickleball
stories in life.
Yeah.
Grandkids roll up. Yeah, it's chilling. We just in the old home, state paying for it. And we lit. I'm the richest nigga in here. Oh, man. Crazy.
Taking care of the whole jail. That's what happened to DuPont when he was in jail here in PA. One of the fucking incest retarded brothers or some shit like that.
They had the right idea.
So much fucking money where he was taken care of for like a life that they built like whole new prisons out of this shit. Fucking joined space age, got airlock doors and all types of crazy shit.
Damn.
I was in there. It was wild. Place sucked. Place sucked ass.
This bitch having twins. That's crazy.
So yeah, but we kind of trailed off here. So
I don't know.
I think that's probably about the end of it.
Second. But I was gonna ask you something.
Well, fucking shoot, or we're gonna end this.
I don't fucking remember now because my life fucking struggling. But
yeah, because you just came to the realization that the fucking $100 million boat man. He's not gonna be $100 billion man. He's not gonna be able to afford that $1 billion boat.
Oh, bro, you know, fucking. Tell me you think this would be an OSHA problem or you would sue, right? So shit pipe bust at my job, right? Now, whole area smell like shit. Happened overnight. Happened on the night shift. Nobody did anything until like 8 o'clock the next morning, right? We all smelling shit from like 7 o'clock until about 12 o'clock, right? Me and 2 other co-workers walk over to where it happened, and we just see the shit water everywhere. You know what I mean? It smell fucking terrible. Fucking boss come over. Y'all go back to work. Ain't nothing to see here. Go away. We like, what the fuck you mean? Ain't nothing to see here. Clearly, there's something to see here, right? But he's like, I'll go away, whatever. I get back to work. So is that something? And then also come to find out from second shift that there was shit dripping from one of the pipes, like in the air. Um,
Was it
so
directly in any of the work areas?
I don't know where the shit was dropping from at night, but
You
uh,
need to know that part.
at least in the daytime, it was 100% in a work area. I mean, they had to shut down 2 bathrooms, so you had 60 people trying to piss and shit in 2 bathrooms. They was telling motherfuckers, ideally, if you can go outside, go outside.
Yeah, but is it in a production area or is it in
Like,
like
what
a
do you
walk?
mean?
It's not anywhere near your CNC machines or like
Yeah,
packing.
it was in the wood shop area, which is right next to CNC. Like,
What
we had
gets done
to,
in the wood?
huh?
What gets done in the wood shop? Is that where they create the pallets or the boxes?
Yeah, it's where they create the crates and shit. The crates to pack the pools in.
Are they still running that area?
Not at the time because it was filled with shit water.
Well, if they had shut down that area that was immediately affected by the shit water,
But
then that
this
would.
happened overnight, so they didn't get shut down until the next morning at 8 o'clock when they start worked on this pipe.
But
So
second shift didn't say anything about it,
they
correct?
did
Well, then they
100%
might
said
be.
something about it.
Yeah, they might be entitled to some little lawsuit there. So
How come they wouldn't, not us?
because you're not in that area working.
But I'm still smelling shit, and y'all was trying to cover it up.
Well, I mean, even if they're telling you that like there's no if it's like kind of like if they're trying to keep you away from that area, then I think that's probably the way they go about that. So I
But
think
why
that's
wouldn't you tell
their
me
call.
why I'm smelling shit and like why I'm feeling nauseous and my throat fucking on fire? Like that's just not normal. Why am I smelling shit?
Well, if you get sick or something, then you probably have a case here. But
Why
if
am
you're
I
not
getting
working
sick?
in the
We niggas was definitely nauseous. Fam, we were smelling shit for fucking 5 hours.
yeah, but there's people whose jobs it is to smell shit all day.
And they get paid for that. We don't. That's not in my job
You
description.
might get paid more than those people who smell shit all day.
I don't know, fam. But that's not in my description.
Yeah, but as long as they're keeping you away from the contamination of the said shit, you might be smelling it, but as long as you don't get sick from it,
But
if
I
you're
don't know
not
where it was
touching it,
coming.
you ain't getting no pink eye, if you ain't getting no fucking dysentery, then
I might have.
they've been doing their job to keep you safe.
Not really. At the time.
What are they gonna do? Fucking throw a can of Febreze at your face and be like,
Nigga,
"Oh,
I can't.
it's
I
everywhere."
come in at 6:30. There's motherfuckers that came in at 6. So like, I definitely was like around it. I just didn't fucking know. I smell shit.
Well, when
Because
something's
like for my thing was my basement thing had just happened. So like I'm thinking, is it me? Is it my boots? Like, if my boots smelling like this? So like I
well,
just thought,
if your boots were smelling like that, then you have a bigger problem. That means that you have a fucking sanitary line that blew in your fucking basement,
well, that's why I was
which would
like,
be
is
a
this?
big problem.
That's why I was like, is this me? And then it wasn't. It was the job
Yeah.
because there was a shit pipe. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't smell like this at any other time. But I don't know. I don't smell shit. You know, my nose fucked
Yeah, I
up.
mean, I
So
don't think OSHA would probably shut your whole job down if it was like a hazardous chemical. Then
could I
probably, but
sue?
I don't think so. If you get sick from it and you can
How do I
prove
know if
that
I
the
get
job
sick
didn't
from it?
do their job of keeping you safe from it, like they were just told you to keep working through it. Like, yo, yeah, we got dookie water on the floor, but yeah, we're just gonna need you to fucking put these fucking goulashes on, and just fucking trudge through it and keep on trucking. Then yeah, then you'd probably have a.
You sound like a hater.
I'm just trying to tell you what the court's gonna tell you, bro.
Sound like a hater.
I mean, by all means, fucking contact the lawyer and see what happens. I mean, I'm sure you can probably get some sort of settlement out of it, but like,
No,
until you do that, I don't know.
I don't know.
I am not a OSHA lawyer, so I know. Don't let the hat fool you.
Yeah, yeah, that. That part, fucking wild.
But yeah,
Did
you
you
should probably wear your waders to work.
Nah, we good now. They fixed that shit supposedly. I don't know. Do you want to talk about that Doja Cat thing or no?
Let's talk. I guess let's talk about it next week, because we're fucking too far in.
All
I feel like
right.
there's got to be somewhere, unless we're gonna try and clip it. But I
Okay.
don't know. I kind of don't really have the energy to talk about it. But yeah, we'll talk about it next week, and the fucking mental illness problem that this fucking country's going through with the people putting that shit up on a fucking pedestal.
You're crazy.
It's fucking absolutely insane, bro. It's fucking. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but all right, everybody, that has been another episode of the No Fuss Podcast live. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yeah, respect that.
I'm gonna have to boop some fucking words out of this. So I need to figure out how to do that.
Boop some words out of this.
Yeah, put some bleeps in here. I
Why?
don't know, because we done said some words that YouTube's not gonna be happy with.
Like what?
So I think a lot of the cursing is one of them.
No, they
You
curse.
like cursing. Well, not in the first 10 minutes of video.
Yeah, I don't think
I mean, we can't.
cussing in the
We're
first
not
10 minutes.
monetizable anyways. But like,
Yeah, so fuck them.
well, I guess so. But it would. I feel like it would eventually hurt our
Yeah, 100%.
ability.
100%.
So then we'd have to go back and edit it anyways.
100%.
So,
But Bert and them be cursing. Everybody curse on the motherfucking John. So
yeah, but then there's other words that you're not really allowed to say on pods.
People
stuff,
say chink, spick.
You're making my job harder here, Jay.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what I heard on fucking podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've fucking heard gook.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. We love you all. Thank you. Peace out. Bye.
I'm just saying. You can hear all that shit. If you want